Greetings from Mocha Yarns. I just wanted to give you guys a little update as it is the beginning of November on my temperature blanket that I started way back here. I'm folding it in half now in January. Look at, I will slowly pull it through because it's still on the needles. Remember we were talking about circular needles, and you can squish a lot on there because it's as wide as our queen size bed on the other end. So I'm just going to kind of, so you guys can see it in the camera, kind of squoosh it up like that. So this was our summer. We had one hot day here.
We went one day.
And then we were away in Kelowna where it tends to be very warm. So those pink threads are 30 plus Celsius. And that's it. And we had one day here. I still have my book. It's getting beat and battered. But it says where we were on all these dates. Like in July, we were in Radium Hot Springs. We were in Kelowna. So these 30s are these ones here. 30 and 33. You can see them right there.
And just to remind people what you did at the front with the colours.
Oh, yes. I made my key, I guess you want to call it, or your guide. And you can use, this is coming up, but you can use whatever your preference of colors are. I could have done this in all different shades of black or gray or white, whatever you want. And you just start with your, where you live, what's typically the coldest for you. And ours is minus 30 and below. It's gotten to minus 50 here, so, but we never got this cold. This is a navy, and it never got that cold yet, knock on wood. And so it started with minus 20 to 29, which is this gray here at the very beginning. See that? And there was a stench, this was it, in February where it was so cold right up in here. And so you just choose whatever colors, and then this is your guide. Whatever the temperature is, I write it down, +9, and then I check what color that is. That's this green right here, and I knit my row in that green, and when I'm finished knitting it, I tick it with a check mark.
The key is to make sure you record your temperatures.
Exactly.
Or you can always look back though.
Yeah, you can. You can always look back, and there's a place on the internet for wherever you live, past temperatures in. So if it's Edmonton, past temperatures in Edmonton, it'll show you the whole month, and you can record it that way. These ones I've finished, but I didn't check them. So I did them, see this blue here? That was the +5 and the +7. There should be 2 rows of blue.
This has given you a lot of pleasure though, when you've not felt great or you just want to relax.
You just want to relax. It's so easy. And we were talking about boring garter stitch. That's all this is. This is the most basic of basic stitches.
But sometimes you just do one line a day, right?
Yeah. It's a great project to do as a big project, something to be really proud of. And I'm going to make a little leather thing that says 2019 and put it on the corner. And then for my binding around the edge, Janet and I were talking about some of the old-fashioned bindings are done with fabric. So I'm going to do like my own, make my own seam binding.
My granny used to do it with ribbon.
Yes, or whatever you want. And then I have a blanket stitch on my sewing machine. So I will do that. Or you can crochet a border or knit a border around, whatever you want, or leave it.
So at the end of the year, we'll be looking again.
Yes, and it will be all finished, and I'll put it on my bed. So this is a better view of my temperature blanket. Look how big it is. Our bed's a queen, so it's the width of a queen, and I'm guessing it will probably, I'm just starting October, so I'm right on track as the date, and so I'm guessing October will go about to here, November, December, so it'll probably get to about here. Look how big it is. That's a whole lot of knitting, people, when you think you do one stitch at a time. But I love it. I really do. It's a really fun project, and I'm glad I did it. And I don't know if I'll do it again, but it's fun. If you want in simple knitting, it's just straight knitting, just changing the colors. Very cool. Amazing. It's so fun. So thanks for watching. Bye.